ready.
Wally has played George Michael again on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. Use the word jetapult. It's actually a word people don't realize. Hey, little curveball. Got my fingers on the seams right there. This is Dog Days of Summer. Dog Days of Summer, you right?
Who's the dog? What is that?
Beat up Bulldog Johnny stole his
Belt.
and put it on.
Roll call. A spidget.
Spidget.
A spidget.
A spidget. Ronnie Dio.
Ronnie Dio?
I don't know.
That's Rush, man.
I don't know a single Rush song.
Dude, that was, tell Nate, that was probably their number besides
Yeah,
Tom Sawyer.
everybody knew that one for sure.
Spirit of Red, that's what
Yeah.
got them famous.
Yes, no doubt.
Nate, back me up. one time.
Everybody nailed that one, Wally. Everybody. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
if
that
you're-
was-
If you're one of the 6% of the Americans that listen to Rush.
I guarantee you, Coach Hogan would call right now. He'd say, Wally, I need Spirit of Radio. I guarantee
Rush.
you.
I got you. Okay. Sorry I didn't know the Rush song.
Help me.
It's not like Van Halen or Whitesnake or Motley Crue or something. Rush.
Oh, my goodness. You're so funny, man.
Welcome to the January 26th edition of Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. We appreciate you tuning in. And, man, January just goes and goes and goes, man.
It's still going,
31 days. 31 days in January. We're still kicking. But, hey, I got one word for you, Wally. Snow.
Snow.
Wow, man, did we get some snow? Some people around Troy got like 3 inches. We got like 3 inches. Some in Troy got up to 7 inches and around and outside the outskirts of Troy. We in our neighborhood, we only got like between 3 and 4 inches. But man, it was fun. And there's my house right there. There's Troy University. That's my front yard and my front sidewalk right there. Just covered, man. But it was a beautiful sight. Man, there was, and I put on Facebook, you might have saw it. I said, Lord, there's help. These kids, this new generation, they may make it. I looked out in the front yard, and there was about 8 or 9 of them playing a pickup football game in the snow. Sports Chat with Neil and Wally, you're on the line.
If these dadgum Chiefs win this game, I'm going to be very upset. I don't want to see the Chiefs win no three-peat.
You're part of the anti-Chief because if somebody wins a lot, man, people hate them.
Oh, yeah.
You ever notice that?
Just like Alabama. They hated
People
Alabama.
started hating Alabama a couple of years ago because they were so good and winning all the time. What's up with that? Why don't you like KC, Bulldog?
I just don't like Patrick Mahomes. He's too arrogant.
I got you.
I would say he's an arrogant, you know what, but that's not.
No, don't say that on.
To be said on the show.
Don't say that on Sports Chat. Well, you know what? If you're gonna be, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it the best quarterback in the NFL, or one of the top 2, him or Josh Allen. If you're gonna be one of the top 2 quarterbacks in the NFL, you got to have that little bit of arrogance, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
You got to think that you're better than everybody else.
It's like Ric Flair. You want to be the man, you got to be the man.
That's right, man. But so anyway, that just kind of comes with the territory a little bit, Bulldog. I think he can be humble.
Yeah, I think he can too, and I think there could be an upset later on tonight too. I wouldn't, after the way Jaden Daniels has played the last few weeks, I would not put it past them to beat Philadelphia.
Now that game's over with. Philadelphia beat them pretty handily about an hour ago.
Oh, I thought that was on later. Never mind.
No, 50 something to 30 something.
Yeah, that was a killer.
Yeah.
But we all survived the blizzard, thank the Lord.
We did. It was pretty while it lasted, but I was ready for it to go.
Tell me about it, but Neil seen the greatest thing of them all. Like you said, football will never die because of a pickup game out in the front yard in the snow.
They were having a blast, man. Just sliding and tackling.
And I'm going to tell you, I rode by the school a few days ago right after it snowed, and I have never seen our field completely covered in snow, but it was completely covered in snow.
Yeah, everything was completely covered. It was
I said we played in monsoon mud rain games. We played in severe cold games. I said, now one year we need to play in a snow game one time like they do in the pros. I said, that might be a little exciting to watch.
Yeah, there's plenty of ice games have happened in South Alabama where the field ice is over. Because
Or fog games,
yeah.
if you think about the Goshen
Goshen
games
had
all
the
years
fog.
back.
Yeah, they had the fog game in Goshen. That's right. But man, it was just snow everywhere, man. It was a once in a lifetime deal, I believe.
8 inches in my backyard.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm like, whoo.
Yes, sir.
But the major announcement that I come out on social media earlier and said I had a major announcement. Are y'all ready?
I'm ready. Is it good enough? Is it clean enough for the show?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's go.
Tomorrow marks 34 years that I've been on this earth. Tomorrow will be Coach Bulldog Johnny's 34th birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Bulldog.
Yeah, happy birthday, man. Early birthday.
34.
Tell me about it. I think I am starting to feel a little old. I'm starting to, like these old people, every time it starts to rain, your knees want to bother you. But I did read where next week this mess may come back again.
You know, I was telling my wife that there was another Arctic blast headed our way at the end, about the time we're going to Orlando. Not going to be able to enjoy the
And
Orlando.
I seen the craziest thing it was an Instagram video I saw it on, but there was some people running across the beach, and the beach completely white with snow, and it had polar plunge, and they run straight out there and dove off in there. But
I saw
tell you,
that.
It's been an eventful week. I tell you, for one thing, we've got some more offers to talk about later on in the show. I'll let y'all do that.
We got some offers. Yep. Absolutely.
I'm proud of the guys and the girls for pulling off 2 big area games yesterday and Friday at home.
Yeah, they did play some good basketball this week, no doubt. So just to be clear, for everybody that's wondering, your big reveal was it's your birthday tomorrow.
Right.
All right, good. That's okay. I just want to make sure that was it.
Because that was, a lot of people won't come out and do something like that. But,
Yeah.
you always, now, if it was somebody's 50th birthday or
Yeah.
100th birthday,
Yeah.
they always, that man that used to do on the Today Show, he would come on the Today Show. I forget his old name, but it was the old man. He would do the
Jelly.
Smucker's Grape Jelly.
Yeah. What was his name?
Birthdays. You would see all the old
100
people on
years
there
old,
years
yeah.
ago. I wish they still done that.
Yeah. I'll be double nickels September 3rd.
Heck, I don't even know when
But
my
Neil, let
birthday
me
is.
tell you, that was one heck of a game last
We're
night
11.
between Auburn and them. Whew, I ain't never seen that. That was almost a version of a football game there.
Yeah, that was you talking about the Auburn-Tennessee game?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Boy, they played rugby, didn't
They sure did. They lined up and
they? Had one getting his
one
nose
would score,
up done
another
during
would score.
timeout.
But, Rick Barnes has always been, over the years, if a team's averaging 80 to 90 points a game, he finds a way to shut the defense down a little bit to keep them scoring so many points. That's what makes him such a good coach.
Willard Scott. My wife just texted me, Bulldog said it was Willard Scott.
I knew it was somebody. I forgot it. I used
He
to
did. He
watch
do the
Ron
100
Kidd back when I
Dorito
was-
thing when he had to eat a
Was
Dorito.
it Doritos? I don't know. He was, but he did. If somebody be 103, 104, he put them on the Today Show.
Yeah, it was. I tell you about that. I used to watch that when I was a kid, especially because they would do it first thing in the morning. But I tell you, that's an incredible accomplishment to live that long. But
Yeah.
hey, I mean, plus I don't know if y'all overheard the news this past week, but Atlanta picked up a big signee in the outfield. Jurickson Profar comes
Yeah.
over from San Diego.
Yep. He's special. I hope he can stay special with Atlanta.
I heard the L.A. Dodgers signed all the New York Yankees. Is what I heard.
Well,
Well,
the Dodgers
every year, look.
The Dodgers the Dodgers is starting to turn it. You know how years ago the Yankees would go out and buy, and they would always
Yeah.
win the World Series, but now it started to bite them in the butt a little bit. They can't get to the World Series no more.
Well, what do you think about this deferred payment deal the Dodgers is doing with all these big time players?
I have no idea.
The Dodgers.
I think they're trying to. If you think about it, if they defer these payments, they keep money in the bankroll because they've already got so much they'd go bankrupt if they did.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, Bulldog. What's the most famous deferred payment in Major League Baseball?
Well, the little thief stole Freddie, so I guess Freddie's the most deferred payment, or Shohei Ohtani's one.
Bobby Bonilla.
Bobby Bonilla. Wally, and he's still getting paid.
$10 million.
That is. I read
Bobby
that.
Bonilla.
I read that somewhere once. I'm like, how in the world is he still getting paid? And him, he's
Hey.
the only retired baseball player to ever still be getting paid.
Well,
salary.
that's why I asked you. That's what the Dodgers have kind of hooked on to here in the last year or two is this deferred payment type deal. And I guess these athletes, like Shohei Ohtani being the main one, I guess they look at it as, okay, I get injured in 2 years and I never play baseball again. The Dodgers are going to pay me till I'm 55 years old. So you got to look at it both. The Dodgers are making it happen right now.
Think about
and
the
Ohtani's saying, "Hey, I'm
the-
good for
the-
life."
The pitcher they used to have, Bauer. Now, if they were doing that back before he got arrested and sent to jail, he could be sitting in jail 2 to 3 years and still getting a deferred payment. Now, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I imagine there's some special language in those deferred contracts, like if you defect or I don't know. You're right. You may be right, Johnny. But I got to think that if you commit some type of criminal activity, you're going to get
I
fired.
happened to be out joyriding through Brundage the other day, and I went down toward where the new soccer and baseball, softball complexes is, and you couldn't see nothing except white for a country mile. I'm like, my gracious, it has snowed.
It flat show snowed. Well, all right, Bulldog, man. Get Pike County a couple more wins in basketball this week, and we'll yell at you next week, all right?
I sure will, and I looked at my calendar today, and my God, if it ain't a few more months, and it'll be spring practice again. Darn,
It
where
will.
does this time keep going?
It is. It's faster and faster, man. Faster and faster.
And I wanted to come out and say, too, if y'all need any kind of services this year for the spring games, I will be available to do it. And hopefully y'all might can get us to come up there and play up there on the field where Wally can watch Mr. Jackson live and in live in color, which I've done changed his name to Cam Scatterboo because he's the fag.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Well, that spring jamboree that Charles Henderson puts on, that C Spire sponsors. That's a tough time for my boy Wally. He hard for him to break away from work 4 days in a row. So you might get a game or two, no doubt.
Yeah, tell me about it. But hey, but now what I think Wally is impressed with is the fact, and you know what I'm talking about, Neil. Wally's impressed with the fact that the time that me and you done it last year, in all 3 episodes that we had on Facebook that day, we had over 100 and something, almost 200 viewers on each live video.
We had a lot of people watching, Bulldog. We sure
I'm
did.
telling you, it was something. But y'all take care, and if I find any more signings like I did the other day, I will send them y'all's way. And
Please do.
I may have another surprise in store next week. You never know about old Slick around here.
Gotcha, no doubt. Hang in there, get the inside information, and get it to us.
Oh, yeah.
I sure will, and I'm gonna let everybody know on a sad note. I read where the mass supervisor this upcoming Saturday night has decided he's gonna throw his hat into the Royal Rumble on pay-per-view. On Netflix.
I don't know that that's a sad note, but interesting.
Yeah,
All right,
it is.
Bulldog.
It is if he wins, but y'all have a good show, and Wally, stop playing so much trash music.
Rush.
They're only in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Bulldog.
They're only in the Hall of Fame.
We'll talk
Rock
to
and
you
Roll
next
Hall of
week,
Fame.
bud. Take care.
All right, y'all have a good show.
Bulldog
Trash
sides of me. See?
Trash.
Bulldog
music.
knows what good music is.
Is
Look at
Nate
there.
and I the only one that has
Nate likes
this,
that hard. Nate likes that off base hard rock like you do. Y'all are on the same sheet of music.
Nate knows what good music is.
Well, I didn't say it was bad. I just said nobody knew what it was. I never said it was bad.
Culture Club and George over
I just said nobody knew what it was. That's what anyway, we're talking about,
snow,
a pickup football game in the snow, my neighbors, it was just, I just smiled. I said, look at that. That's awesome.
That's cool, man. And the weird thing about that storm was that the worst of it was down the coast around the Mobile, Pensacola.
Wasn't
area,
that the
man.
weirdest thing?
Even in New Orleans, I mean, Pensacola, Neil, I saw reports 11 to 12 inches. I mean, almost a foot.
Yeah.
And
You were up in Auburn.
Okay, yeah. Then, hey, show that. That's me in front of that some trashy
Hey,
building.
look, I
in
see a
Auburn.
little eighth of an inch on the ground out there.
That was before it really started coming down.
Okay,
I had to
all right.
walk up there.
That's across the street from the conference center.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. But I got to tell the audience real quick.
Okay.
We have our judges conference every year of the week of the Martin Luther King year.
Yep.
So the last couple of years we've had just the worst luck with ice, snow, or something.
Yeah.
This year, oh goodness, listen, there were 4 judges that had to sleep in their vehicles. These are judges now.
They sleep in their bed. Come on, Wally.
Scouts on them. Where are you going to sleep, dude?
Got stuck in the
You
road.
got stuck. They're on the interstate, stuck at 11 at night. We had one.
Y'all should have canceled that call.
We had one that wrecked, and they had to pull her out. Judge Phillips down in Mobile.
Yeah.
Which they got hit hard.
Yeah.
We had one that just walked 5 miles, just had to spend the night at somebody's house. Didn't even know him. It was
That's
either
awesome, man.
die on the road or sleep in somebody's house. But anyway, it was pretty, and just it's funny. I see the little thing Nate put down. No snow in 4 years of Biden. Tro gets inaugurated one day, and it just snows. That's funny.
That's right.
man.
Yeah. And and we talked about it being a lifetime event last week when we were warning everybody that it was going to be a once in a lifetime. I think I don't see us getting 7 inches of snow in Troy the rest of my life. I imagine it is a once in a lifetime event. They forecasted it, and it happened. You know it. And school was closed all week.
Yeah.
Out of an abundance of caution, they just said no school this week. No school this week. Now you think about it, Wally. I go out to Colorado a lot because my wife's sister Leslie lives in Colorado. I was out there the week after Christmas. We went to a little ski town, Winter Park. It snows every day.
Snows every day.
And they got 6 foot of snow on the side of the road piled up. All the gas stations are open.
Everything.
All the grocery stores are open. All the restaurants are open. School's in. Everything is as normal, and it's snowing buckets. And but if it happens in the South, they shut the school down for a week, Wally. A week. Now, I guess they're equipped. They got the snow plows. They got the heated sidewalks.
They got the salt.
And they got a routine. They got people hired especially for that. They got special hours, people that work 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. that just work on roads. I know, and Alabama doesn't have, in the city of Troy, in the city of Brundage, in the city of Montgomery, in the city of Andalusia, they don't have those snow plows and the capabilities and the know-how to take precautions on the hills and all this kind of stuff. So I understand, but it's just weird. I was in Colorado for a week. Snowed buckets every day. Nothing slowed down. Life was as normal. I come home. School shuts down for a solid week. You can't go nowhere. Nothing. I mean, it's just Armageddon.
Man, Waffle House is open though.
I saw Crystals never shut down. Crystals hung in there.
Hey,
yeah.
If you had, I tell you, if I'd been the manager, I said, listen, people, y'all come here. I said, bring your cots.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay here. We're gonna I'll share profit with you.
Yeah, something.
Good gracious, you'd make a killing. But yeah, I mean, you're right, Neil. I mean, the Midwestern states and Northern states, I mean, they're just so used to it, and they got it down to a science.
They do, man.
But I mean, I appreciate our mayor, Jason Reeves. He was very proactive with
wasn't he
telling people, hey, stay off the roads, because the ice is what was really dangerous. But heck, man, the sand on our beaches testing. I saw somebody snow skiing on the beach.
What?
I mean,
how many times in our lifetime are we going to see the beaches of Destin, Pensacola, 38, Panama City, Mexico Beach covered in snow? I'm talking covered with inches of snow.
Good
How
gracious,
incredible.
man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
But going back to the mayor,
yeah,
man.
but again, the mayor, good gracious, all the posts and prep and prior to the storm, true leader, man. I mean, I didn't see other mayors and cities.
I didn't either.
But telling their
but I
citizens.
wasn't looking, though. They may have been, but I didn't either.
Yeah.
But wonderful job, Jason.
Wear my bell out and give Jason a
Give
ring.
Jason a bell, yeah. Incredible
Has the
job.
mayor ever got a bell ring on the show?
He has now. Did you just break that
I
chair?
just broke this chair at
I
C-Spire.
hope you're okay. Jason did a wonderful job working the city during that. And okay, all right. This is a sports show. We need enough on the weather and everything.
Oh, got one more
Just
plug.
All right, go ahead.
All the city employees, the
Yes.
trash pickup, all
Oh,
that. Man,
they got it done, man.
Good gracious. Thank y'all so much. Y'all get a bell ring.
Sanding the bridges and
Yeah.
the hills. Yeah.
Didn't somebody complain why they sand the bridge?
Couple
out
weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago. I remember that. Yeah.
I hope they
Unbelievable.
I hope they dented the bumper on the side of the bridge. But anyway, hey, we had a little football game last Monday night, Wally.
Did
And speaking of Monday night, I saw where some media outlets were giving college football a hard time for taking a back seat to the NFL playing on a Monday night. Now, look, Wally, you take a back seat to the NFL. The NFL is the most popular sport in the United States of America. The NFL rules TV slots. They rule it. They have for 30 years. Now here in Alabama, we're blind to that because we don't have the NFL. We got Auburn, Alabama, Jack State, South Alabama, and Troy, and UAB. That's all we know.
Yeah.
So college football is king here in Alabama, but I'm here to tell you, NFL is king everywhere else. And college football is an afterthought in some of these other states. They are all about the NFL. So playing on Monday night, I understand that. I mean, because I read the ratings, I read the media. The NFL rules, y'all.
Yeah,
There ain't no
I
backseat
understand.
playing on Monday night. You play where they tell you you're going to play.
Exactly. And the Ohio State been sleeping and just woke up. They beat Notre Dame 34-23.
Yep.
But, it wasn't as close as 11-point score.
It wasn't.
I mean, Ohio State was the superior team that night,
They were.
man, from
They
the
were.
start. But
Yeah.
back to the Monday night thing, heck, I was just thinking that, January 20th, good gracious, just so late in the calendar.
Yeah, we
man.
talked about that last week, yeah.
I mean, they got to figure out to get the games near the New Year
They need
at
to.
least, not past January 10th.
Yeah.
And I think they will. I think the committee's going to figure it out and draw it out. And I don't know if it's been prepped for next year, but that will be one of the changes in the playoff system, I
I bet
hope.
you're right, man. I'm with you on
Yeah.
that. And January 20th is just too far out. And I'm with you also that Ohio State was the better team.
Oh,
Wasn't it?
yeah.
That was pretty obvious to me. Anyone that knows anything about football saw that from an early on in that game, Ohio State's offensive line and defensive lines were dominant. They were even Notre Dame, even Ohio State's skill players were overshining Notre Dame's skill players. Ohio State was the better football team. I believe if Notre Dame and Ohio State were to play 10 times, Ohio State beats them 8 times easily. I really do.
Great
really
point.
Do, yeah.
I'm with you on that. And, Neil, even though it was obvious Ohio State was a better team, the expanded playoff to me was a good thing.
Well,
As we said last week, it gave us 2 of the hottest teams on the market.
Yep.
And they were playing the best of
Yeah.
everyone else.
They were.
So
they were.
They
Now,
got it.
we sit here and we say Ohio State was a better team. Ohio State was a better team. The defensive line looked better. The offensive line looked better. Their skilled players looked better than Notre Dame's. But you can't take it away from Notre Dame. They were one of the top 2 hottest teams coming in, just like you just said. And we said it last week. We did. Both of us said it last week, Wally. Remember, Ohio State and Notre Dame were number 7 and number 8 seeds coming into this playoff. They wouldn't have even been included the year before in the playoff system. So you're right, Wally. The expanded playoff is a good thing. 12 teams. What do you think about 16?
Neil, I'm going to be honest with you. After seeing what I saw this year,
Yeah.
I don't think 16
Does it
teams
get
is
watered
gonna-
down?
Exactly. It gets watered down.
Yeah.
And you're just not going to have Louisiana Monroe
I'm with you.
going all the way to the national championship.
I'm with you.
It just,
I think those 4 teams between 12 and 16 would just water it down. Now, there could be a team that might could get hot, a la like Alabama this year. If Alabama could have snuck in as a 12 seed or 11 seed, they might could have beat 2 or 3 teams. They're not going to win the national championship.
No.
Alabama was not winning the national championship this year. But they could have snuck in and done some damage because they got 5-star athletes in it. You never know. But I think you're right. 13 through 16 would water it down. I really think that. I really do. And speaking of Ohio State, did you see where the running back Quinshon Judkins, who is from Pike Road, Alabama, has declared for the NFL draft? He's out of there, man.
Yeah, heck, I remember that kid running against Charles Henderson. All you and I called on the live TV broadcast.
I said he's gone again, and they ain't catching him.
Dude, that kid was special. I think he put up like 40 points on Charles Henderson.
I mean, every time he touched it, he scored, didn't he? They took him out early third quarter, and he had 6 touchdowns.
And man, you know, he went to Ole Miss. I thought it was going to be all
NIL to Ohio State, he had to go.
Yeah.
It was money.
Yeah.
Ole Miss couldn't match.
Yeah.
He had. It's all about NIL, and he was gone, man. And speaking of NIL and NFL, the Dallas Cowboys have named their next head coach Brian Schottenheimer, the former Florida Gator quarterback, son of legendary Super Bowl winning coach Marty Schottenheimer, journeyman offensive coordinator, and friend of our show. Didn't you just see him last week?
Yeah.
Brian Schottenheimer.
Yeah, there he is to the right.
That's what, a week and a half ago? Is that a sports
that's right.
chat mug in his hand?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh. Brian Schottenheimer, Dallas Cowboys. Joy Scarborough, if you're watching our show tonight, has it sunk in that your brother-in-law is the head football coach of the Dallas Cowboys? Frank Scarborough, Brian is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. It hadn't sunk into me yet. I'm still kind of freaking out about it.
But, you know, I'll say this for you. I know you got a story you want to tell. You know, the thing about Jerry Jones, I'm going to tell you all this, especially if you're watching and you're a big Cowboys fan and you're worried. I think Jerry Jones got it right. I mean, I'm going to tell you the reason. He finally thought outside the box. Yeah. He wasn't going after some other head coach and all that. You got a young guy hungry and wants it and knows the system. And I'm going to tell you, I'll give O'Brien a bell. He's going to do well there. You wait and see. Hey, look what happened at Detroit.
Yeah.
Same thing. Look out.
Yep.
I think that's what they did. But anyway.
We got to take a break. But my shoddy story real quick. Brian came to see Joy and Frank's daughter play softball, and I'm the coach of the team, and we're over in Donaldsonville, Georgia. And we had like 13 players and parents, and we all go eat lunch at this restaurant, downtown Donaldsonville, Georgia. It's a buffet. You get what you want, eat all you want. And I had the team money in my account, so I'm paying for the meal for all. I go to pay for the meal. When all the players finish their buffet, we go pay for the meal, and the lady goes, "The other softball coach paid." And I said, "The other softball?" I said, I'm the only softball coach here. And she goes, "Well, that guy over there is already paid." Shotty had already took care of the bill.
That's incredible.
Everybody. Man. I said, "Brian." He said, "Man, this is on me." He said, "I've never had so much fun watching little girls play softball in my life." He said, "This is on me." But anyway, that's my Brian Schottenheimer story. Hey, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hold on. We done fell behind.
Printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file. Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're going to run out of ink. Look, UPS Store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies. Cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right? Yes, sir. I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS Store on Brother Street. UPS Store, all your printing needs.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick, find it in your Max app.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is this the guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh no, yes it is.
He was in last week and bought all my Sweet Grace, and now he's back again.
Wally, he's got enough Sweet Grace at home. Put that stuff back. Man, some good great stuff, man. Please come to Glow on the square, shop local. Come and get you some Sweet Grace before Wally gets it all.
Hey, Wally. Why in the world you got all these fans in the window, man?
Man, I was cooking a mess of chitlins. It about burned my house down, man. My whole house smells like chitlins.
What is it, smoky in there?
Yes.
And
These fans are going to help, I think.
The fans are not going to get the smoke damage out of your kitchen. You're going to have to call Alabama Restoration, 371-5591. Alabama Restoration, no mess is too big, especially not a little smoke damage in Wally's kitchen cooking his chitlins. Call them at Alabama Restoration.
Oh, Wally, what are you doing back here?
Oh, man, that thing's hot now. I can tell you. They serve hot, steamed sub sandwiches here at Mama Goldberg's in Troy, Alabama. And you will burn yourself on that steam. Hey, they got Rice Krispie treats, double doozy chocolate chip cookies, regular chocolate chip cookies, cakes in a cup, chili, potato soup, you name it. Great atmosphere. They have bands on Thursday nights. Come see them at Mama Goldberg's for a hot steam sandwich, Wally. I can tell you. Troy, Alabama. Come see them. Look at all these waves. This is a beautiful day today.
Hey, ladies. How are you?
Good.
Hey, where did y'all get those shirts?
Oh, they sure are.
Yes.
Oh, they want to wear the shirt.
Oh, shoot. Pete Van Horn.
Yeah, see, they're Deep South Apparel shirts with Pete Van Horn in Montgomery. All of your t-shirts and apparel, they can print anything. Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel, Montgomery, Alabama. Hey, Wally, what's going on, man? You selling your house? Selling my house, Neil. Man, you got to hire professional realtors when you sell it. Wally, you don't even have sales spelled right. Oh, yeah, sounds right. Correct that. You need to call David Adams Realty for all your selling, your buying, even your rental efforts. 566-3000. Give them a call at David Adams Realty. Oh, Lord. Not that sale. Oh, call David Adams Realty, folks.
Man, finally some good music. Don Henley. Love Don Henley. Flash for fantasy. No, that's
Billy Idol, baby.
Billy Idol. That's right.
Don Henley. Flash for fantasy.
That's good. That's
We're going to go see Billy Idol.
We're going to see Billy Idol.
Michelle won't want to go, so me and you go.
Oh, come on, Michelle. You know Billy Idol good. Dancing with myself. I like that commercial where the guy says, you need some mo.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we're going to wait on the Facebook funnies till the next segment, so stay with us. Go
Well,
ahead.
hey, man, a little closer to home, there were 3 huge basketball games yesterday, Neil. And I think everyone in our area should be happy.
Yep.
Alabama beat LSU pretty good. And Auburn beat Tennessee yesterday. And Troy gets revenge on top team in Sun Belt. South Alabama yesterday, like I said, 3 big wins for Bama, Auburn, Troy. Didn't you go to Troy?
Yes, I did. Absolutely, Wally. Number 1, Auburn hangs on 53-51 over number 4 ranked Tennessee in what Coach Bruce Pearl labeled as a rock fight. LSU gave Alabama a good first half, but Alabama was clearly the better team. They win 80-73, and Troy makes local history. I was there, and I thought to myself when I was there, Wally, wow, man, I don't think I've ever seen this many people in this gym. And I was right. Troy beat South Alabama yesterday 65-55 in front of a record crowd, home crowd in Trojan Arena, Wally. Look at there. 5,041 people in that gym. And, wow, a new home record. And I'm going to tell you, Wally, I was there, yes. There was an electricity in that place yesterday. And I think Trojan Arena could be a very special basketball venue if the Trojans would get that type of support at all the home games. Now, I know Troy's got to play good and they got to get to winning a bunch of games. People want to go and all that's got to happen. But it was there, man. The electricity was there. I'm glad I was there to experience that. I'm glad I went.
Well, I'm glad. Last week, South beat Troy by about that much down there in Mobile.
We got them back.
We got them back, thank goodness.
That's right. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, Wally, the game of basketball has changed so much over the years. I was really taking it in yesterday, the schematics of college basketball. The Troy versus the South game that I witnessed last night, it was a three-point shooting contest, Wally. And Troy hit the most threes. So they won the game. Now, every now and then, with Troy making all these threes, they would suck the defense out, and Troy would get a really pretty alley-oop from somebody coming from the baseline.
Yeah.
You know, because the defense would get sucked out to try to shoot the threes. A couple of really pretty alley-oops, but they were coming in from the baseline. But absolutely no post play whatsoever. No down low post play. None from either team, South or Troy. It was a three-point shooting contest. Nobody gets down on the blocks. Nobody posts up. Calls for the ball. Here I am. I got this guy. Give it to me. It's just a different game. Now, it was fun to watch. I enjoyed it. Run and gun, fire the threes. It's just different than what I was used to growing up.
Hey, wasn't there a guy there flipping chainsaws?
At halftime.
Had a chainsaw flipping them.
Yes.
And they
and dropped one, but it didn't cut him. Didn't hit him.
Unbelievable. There used to be a guy that used to come.
He was sawing wood to show everybody it was a real deal.
Remember that dude,
Red Calvert.
Remember him?
He taught me to spin a basketball, and I'm 55. I'm about to be double nickels in September, and I can still spin a basketball like nobody's business because of Red Calvert.
Red Calvert.
Yes, sir.
I remember him.
Yep.
But yeah, going back.
He charters fishing boats now. He's a captain.
Where at?
Down in Destin, I think, somewhere down there. Yeah.
I wonder if he spins the balls up there.
I don't know. He can flash. He'll do it, man.
Well, hey, you're talking about the 3-point. Hey, the NBA is even worse.
Oh,
over
they're
there.
bad, yeah.
That is about all they do is heave up 3-pointers. I mean, whoever's in the hottest on a given night wins that game. And I think that's partly the blame to low TV ratings with the NBA. Yeah. I think they should move the 3-point line back again.
I do too, Wally.
If it's a little harder to make, but teams will start playing. But anyway, folks, we're up against our next commercial break, but Neil's going to read our commercial sponsors, and we'll be right back after he does.
The Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen, The Market, Hooks Barbecue, Maze Distribution, Glow Boutique, Piggly Wigglies of Troy, Turner Moa, Deep South Apparel, Mama Goldberg's, UPS Store, Road Mart, Jones Medical Supply, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Severa, Ralph Baker, Hastings and Reeves, Attorneys at Law, Town and Country, David Adams Realty, PLS Surveying, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Crow's Chicken of Brundage, Max Federal Credit Union, The Corner Restaurant, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, Sorrell College of Business, the Crease Agency, All-Star Collision, Alabama Restoration, Double H Ornamental, and Capital Tractor. We'll be right back with those Facebook funnies. Stay tuned.
Look at this, what we got, Sully. What are you doing, Wally? Man, Game Warden gave me a ticket, Bill. Game Warden gave you a ticket? Are you hunting on the right property? Well, I thought this was my property right here, man. Do you know where the lines are? Not really. Man, you need to contact the PLS group. They do all the land surveying you need. If you're building a house, building property, marking property, you're hunting land so you know where to go. PLS Group, 403-4234. Give them a call. Do I get a get-out-of-jail-free card? No, you don't get a get-out-of-jail-free card. Jason, how you doing, man? Neil. Wally, what are you doing at Jones Medical Supply?
I can't sleep at night, man. I had to come see Jason.
Well, if your sleep doctor said you needed a CPAP, you came to the right place. Jason Jones at Jones Medical Supply will fix you up. Does that thing fit right?
Yeah.
Good deal. This is like the Snuffleupagus. Yeah. Give Jason Jones a call. Jones Medical Supply, 566-1002. We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally. But then what if you want something other than just a fishing pond?
Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot.
Bigfoot?
Oh man, what a nice day with the windows down. Yeah, cruising right along, man, just running around Troy.
Hey man, what's that smell?
What do you mean? That's Hooks Barbecue, man.
Oh,
Don't
that's
smell it? Hooks.
Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh my God, hold on. Good Lord, Wally, what in the world? Hooks, baby. Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious. Hey, Wally, what you got us out here in this field for?
Neil, I finally bought a brand new boat.
A boat, man. Show it to me. Look at that. What?
Got it on Facebook.
Facebook?
Yes, sir.
The USS Alabama?
Yes, I got to get some insurance.
Well, you're going to need to call the Crease Agency. They sell insurance on everything. How you going to get it back to Troy?
You got a trailer, don't you?
I don't got a trailer. I hope you didn't buy any beachfront property in Arizona on Facebook. Call Crease Agency for all your insurance needs. Man, what are you doing up here at the market? Are you trying to feed the whole family?
Feed the whole family.
Well, do they got spaghetti?
They got spaghetti, bacon with ham.
Do they have What if you wanted a cold beer?
Well,
They got that too?
We got that too, Neil.
What about a little dessert? Wait a minute, is this camp stew? Are you kidding me?
Everything.
Is this a fresh salad? A fresh turkey salad and a fresh chicken salad? Got side salads too? Everything you could ever imagine. Just grab it, go home, warm it up for the family. Easy peasy. Everybody eats good. Visit the market on the square in Troy.
Man, what in the world? You just ain't T-bone me right here. What in the heck? Playing with fidget spinner?
Well, did
I'm
you have a
sorry,
wreck?
Mr. Wally.
Man, this girl right here is playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone, and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Mr. Wally.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents. 808-8822.
You gained donuts?
Destroys a night, night divides a day. Try to run, try to hide, break on through to the other.
You reckon they were high when they wrote that? The Doors?
You think they were high?
Probably.
Man.
Probably. Hey, let's get our Facebook funnies.
Oh, yeah, got to get
Go
those
ahead.
in.
UPS tracking. We're not sure it exists. It's arrived. That's it, man.
That's
No
about
doubt.
right.
That's it right there, yeah. On the day they handed out patience, I left because it was taking too long. Yeah, no patience. 1 year clean. And then I run into this dealer in front of the grocery store. It's Girl Scout cookie time.
They out there, bro.
Hennigan's done bought $50 worth.
Oh, has it? I bet, man.
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
When you accidentally open the front-facing camera.
That is great. Is that not true? That is so true, man.
Nobody likes to look at themselves.
No, they don't.
I thought you'd like that
I
one.
love that one. That is great.
Hey, let's start over at Pike Liberal Arts. Their stud offensive and defensive lineman Coy Bell. Coy has received another offer this past week. He's starting to pile them up, Wally. He's received an offer from Lindsey Wilson College. And if you're wondering where Lindsey Wilson College is, like I was, I Googled it. It's in Kentucky. Lindsey Wilson's in Kentucky. Coy ought to be committing soon. At one point, Derek, his dad, who owns All-Star Collision, by the way, had told me that Coy might commit live on our show. I hope he still wants to do
I sure
that.
hope so,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun. Maybe the
Yeah.
first one we've done.
Yeah.
Former Charles Henderson football coach Quinn Hambright has landed in Pinson Valley as their defensive coordinator. We'd like to thank Coach Hambright for his 4 years at Charles Henderson and wish
Yeah.
him the best luck at Pinson Valley.
Yeah, he'll be a good defensive coordinator there, won't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's a defensive-minded coach for sure. Good luck, Coach Hambright. And, hey, jumping right back over to Pike Liberal Arts, Rhodes Baker also received an offer this past week in football. He picks up another offer from University of Virginia Wise. Rhodes is starting to pile them up just like Coy. He's got a big decision to make. So congratulations, Rhodes, on getting an offer from the University of Virginia at Wise.
Yeah, just like Bulldog said earlier, over at Pike County High School, Quintavian Carter has picked up a football from Salt River College, way out there in Arizona, man. Ooh, that's a long way from Brundage,
That is a
Alabama.
long way from Brundage.
But it's an offer, and hey, it pays for your education.
That's right.
And congrats to Quintavian on that offer.
That's
man.
right. That'll be a long drive if he decides to drive it.
Yeah.
Staying at Pike County High School, Wally, like Bulldog said, there was a couple of offers. Khalil Foster also picked up a football offer this past week, and he gets an offer from Southern Miss. And I sure hope Troy is on this guy, Wally. I really do. I'd hate to see another talent of Khalil's magnitude get off to another Sun Belt team. Come on, Troy. Don't let this happen now. We're watching it right in front of our eyes. I'm calling on Troy right now to get Khalil an offer quickly so that crap don't happen.
And last week we talked about our local teams that were ranked in basketball.
Yep.
Not much change except
Yep.
for 5A, Charles Henderson has broke through.
Yep.
They are now ranked 9th in the latest 5A poll,
They
if you
did.
saw, and I'm happy to report that Charles Henderson's third-year winning streak in region play is still intact
It
as we
is.
speak.
Yep.
They took care of business over Brewtech this past week to keep the winning streak going.
They did, and also one thing did change in 2A. Providence Christian out of Dothan is now the #1 ranked team in 2A. So congratulations to Providence down there in Houston County. Wally, we need to talk about our bowl contest a little bit. We had a 3-way tie for first place in our bowl contest. Sadly, we don't know who they are. I begged people in the beginning, please use your name so that we know who wins.
Yeah.
And if people don't use their names for whatever reason. So these people got to contact us if they want to win, if they want their gift certificates. But the first place winner goes a $50 gift certificate from the Half Shell Bama Champs times 14. Second place winner, $40 gift certificate to the market on the square, goes to Nug 3T11.
I think that was me, Nugget.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Third place, $25 gift certificate to Julia's, goes to Apero 9. If you're one of these folks and you won one of these gift certificates, you're going to have to get with us and validate yourself, and I will get you those gift certificates, and I appreciate everybody playing. And I want to thank, we had 47, I think. I want to thank the market, the Half Shell, and Julia's for donating these great prizes. Please shop local, eat local. These businesses need us to patronize their businesses.
Oh, exactly. Thank y'all so much. And I saw an early prediction on the best quarterbacks in college football next year.
You did?
That's a little early, but like I said, it's just a prediction, okay?
Yeah.
But you know what jumped off the page to me?
What's that? The Auburn quarterback being number 10, Jackson Arnold?
No, not Arnold Jackson.
What
you talking about, Willis? I looked at Alabama, and hey, doesn't have a quarterback on the list.
Alabama's not on there?
But Vandy does. Yeah.
Vandy's on there.
I told y'all Alabama was the new Vandy. Chuck, I know you're watching.
Vandy's on there.
I tried to tell y'all, man.
Vandy's on the list, and Alabama's not.
Alabama doesn't know who the quarterback will be. And now Chuck will just sit there and bash me. Alabama's a new Vandy.
Vandy's on the list, and Alabama's not. Oh, my gosh. Life without Nick Saban.
Do you see Alabama anywhere on there?
They're not. Vandy's on there, though. Life without Nick Saban's tough. I know. The off-season days for Alabama fans have got to be long, man. I think the rest of the list is pretty good, man. I think the NFL draft next year is going to have some good QBs, man. Any of those QBs on that list will be good. And Auburn coming in at number 10 down there. Jackson Arnold. Wally,
different strokes, guy?
Jackson Arnold. If Jackson Arnold is a top 10 quarterback as predicted, if he is, Auburn could be in for a nice year next year. When I say nice year, I'm saying 8, maybe 9 wins if he's a top 10 QB. And maybe Alabama can find a QB to get in there.
Okay.
We need to take another break, and we'll be right back with some high school basketball. I've been using Double H Ornamental for all my weed spraying and all my pesticides, and you can see the difference between a yard that's got this in it and a yard that doesn't have anything in it. Wally, what are you doing with that tank spray? Man, you spilled all the chemicals everywhere. Good Lord, chemicals are everywhere, man. You got a backpack sprayer and now you done hurt your back?
Well, I tried to use that thing, but it's all broke.
The sprayer's broke?
Broke.
Double H Ornamental. You see this pretty grass? Give them a call. 472-4907. Double H Ornamental. Put this in your yard. Wally, what are you doing with that hoe?
Neil, with inflation and the price of groceries, I decided to deal my own garden, brother.
Wait a minute. Number one, this ain't even your property. This is Mr. James Sparrow's property. You live across the street. And second, the HOA rules you can't have a garden. Prices are not that bad at the Piggly Wiggly. Come on, let me show you. Come on with me. Now look, greens, peaches, collards, look over here. Apples, fruit, veggies, all here at Piggly Wiggly in Troy. And also the best meat selection in Troy, right here at Piggly Wiggly's, 2 locations in Troy, Alabama. And also the most important thing, you're shopping local. Come see them at the Piggly Wiggly's in Troy, Alabama.
Dadgummit, man.
What's going on, Wally? What's wrong with that thing?
Oh, Neil, Dad, my gum, man. I can't cut grass. I can't have nothing anymore.
Is it broke? I mean,
I don't know.
What I chopped it all up over there.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. What I should have done was called Blake Turner with Turner Mowing at 334-465-0600, and I wouldn't be in this predicament.
Look
right
at
here.
This. Best rates in town. Call Blake Turner. He'll give you a low quote. He'll give you the best job. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
deal. My air conditioner went out last night, and I tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Look, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neil, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Man, I'm up here at Southern Grill and Patio. Look at all these big green eggs, all these accessories, man. It's all you want with the big green eggs. Wally.
Neil, look at the size of this big old green egg here, man. Look at this thing.
That's a big old green egg. You can't get a green egg that big unless you're a platinum green egg dealer like they are at Southern Grill and Patio. Check out this new store up here on Grundy Street, right next to Troy Cable, along with Town and Country. Come visit the new store, the new layout. Look at all these big green egg accessories over here. Come see them at the new location on Grundy Street. Get you a big green egg, because I'm going to get me one.
We're doing hard rock tonight.
It is. That's a Winger.
No.
Slayer. Metallica.
Down to the fucking road.
Isn't that Metallica, Nate?
Def Leppard.
Oh, definitely.
Look what you've done. They cut it off before they banned us in Pakistan.
Yeah, you don't want to get banned in Pakistan.
Hey, GW Long, when they play Ayrton in any sport, it's a big deal, I promise you. This week, the number 9 ranked GW Long Rebels took down Ayrton in basketball 51-41. For GW Long, Preston Williams had 24 points and Jalen Hickerson had 7. For Ayrton, Easton Kilpatrick and Addison Sin had 10 each.
Well, the former top 10 ranked Carroll Eagles, they doubled up Rehoboth 60-30 this week. And for Carroll, Najah Gosha had 14 points and 4 block shots. And Michael Culver had 12 points and 7 rebounds.
Yes, Carroll and Charles Henderson flipped in the polls there. Dale County gets the best of their rival, Daleville, 58-46 this week. For Dale County, Junior Smith had 23 points and Maddox Weed and Jalen McGee had 12 each. For Daleville, Anthony Wynn had 10 points.
And Charles Henderson, Wallace Brutech, the newcomer of the region, 66-39, wasn't even close, man. For Charles Henderson, 4 players scored in the double figures to keep the Trojans undefeated in region play. Jordarian Burney had 14 points. Tyler Cross, he had 13, and both Cameron Christian and Mel Rogers had 10 points apiece. Jordarian Burney with 14 points in the big region win versus Brutech. Guess what, man?
Yes.
Jordarian, baby, you win the Marco's Pizza 1 topping pizza from Marco's Pizza, your player of the week, buddy.
Player of the week. He's been brewing it up the last 3 or 4 weeks, bigger and bigger and bigger. This week there wasn't much basketball to choose from. Everybody was snowed out and and iced out and stay home. All the games were canceled. We didn't have much to choose from.
Yeah.
So Jadarian gets the pizza this week, but I really wanted to say that because he played so good the last couple of weeks. This kind of build up to this pizza. Jadarian has in, and Pike County gets another win this past weekend, beating Opp 59-52. And like Charles Henderson, Wally, Pike County also had 4 players in double figures in their game versus Opp. For Pike County, Khalil Foster, formerly mentioned for his football offer, had 14 points. Azuri Utsi, the quarterback for Pike County, had 12 points. And both JoJo Lightfoot and Trey Davenport had 10 each. Earlier in the week, though, Pike County fell to Bullitt County 53-48. In that game versus Bullitt County, Azuri Utsi had 13 and Trey Davenport had 10.
Go get it, man. Luverne gets the best of Goshen this past week, 56-32. Mikhail McBride and Ahmad Rogers both had 10 points for Goshen, which fell to 7-8 overall and 1-3 in Class 2A region play. For the 9-8 Luverne Tigers, Jaden Harris had 16 points, Devin Melton 12, and Omar Crumley 11.
In the battle of 1A top teams, Georgiana got the best of Brantley, 76-59 this weekend. For Georgiana, Nasser Cheatham had 28 points, 11 rebounds. Kavion Miles, 19 points and 8 steals. Jaden Stallworth, 15 points, 15 rebounds, and 6 assists.
And Enterprise beats Carver 60-42. Enterprise got 14 points. from both Malachi Reed and Aiden Williams, along with 9 each from Nick Roberts and Tucker Wadsworth.
Yeah, like I said, there's just not a lot of basketball to go around. Iced out, snowed out. We'll be back to a full slate next week. We got to get one more break in real quick. We'll be right back.
Man, this is a sharp side-by-side out here at Capital Tractor. All you side-by-side got zero-turn mowers. Hey, you know that thing will do a 360? Oh, I heard that. 360 turns, zero-turn mowers. Capital Tractor. If you're in the market for a little bitty tractor or a stand-up little bitty tractor, they got those too. Anything you need, Capital Tractor, halfway between Brundage and Troy. And if you're in the market for a big boy tractor, they got those too. Neil girls like a sexy tractor.
Thinks my tractor's sexy. It really turns her on.
What are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Pet Resort?
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spay and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort. Hey, what are you doing, man? What in the world? What's happening? Unbelievable. Back up. Back up. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse.
I need a mechanic.
Unbelievable. What have you done in there that caused all that smoke? I watched a YouTube video. Unbelievable. You got to take the thing to Road Mart where they know how to fix vehicles, a mechanic. Take the vehicle to Road Mart on 231 North. Don't be like Terry, Wally. 566-3413, Road Mart, 231 North in Troy. What in the world's going on?
I'm just here waiting for them to open up to eat one of these award-winning steaks and cheese biscuits and stuff.
Well, the law's on the way. What? Well, it was some suspicious activity. They don't open till 4 o'clock on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and they're open for lunch after church on Sunday. One of the best meals you can get after church, too, I promise you. We got to get out of here. The law's on the way. But you come to the old bar for those fresh cheese biscuits.
Dadgum, I'm about to starve. Neil told me to meet him at the corner. He must be bringing potted meat and cheese. Menu on this thing, man. I'm going with the pimento cheeseburger, brother.
You are? I'm going with the bougie burger. Or how about the 3-notch wing basket?
Well, hey, I'm changing my mind. I'm going with the Trojan burger, brother.
How about the loaded house fries for an appetizer? Woo! Man, I don't know what I'm going to get. And I heard that the buns on all the burgers are special. You gotta give them a try. Meet us at the corner for lunch.
Throwing it back to the 8th grade dance. Getting off that hard rock.
Janet Jackson.
No. It's a one-hit wonder.
Ring my bell.
Anita Ward. 8th grade dance right there.
Sounds like the name of a principal or something.
Everybody remembers that song, though.
Ring my bell.
Ring my bell. Anyway, hey, a little bit of college basketball real quick. We're wrapping up the show here. Auburn's 18-1, number 1 in the nation. They welcomed Tennessee Volunteers to Neville Arena late last night. Took them down 53-51 in a game that was just a dogfight. Game day was at Auburn. That's 3 years in a row game day's been at Auburn. That's pretty cool.
Did somebody get run over?
They said they had some people running over each other, yeah. Tennessee, formerly ranked number 1 in the nation, still ranked in the top 5. Was as good as projected. The game came down to the very end. Tennessee missing a 3-point shot at the buzzer. Auburn is in Baton Rouge on Wednesday to take on LSU, and then over to Oxford on Saturday against Ole Miss.
Alabama 17-3 overall and ranked 4th nationally. They picked up 2 wins this week, 103-87 over Vandy and 80-73 over LSU. Alabama's in Starkville this Wednesday. Take on Mississippi State, and then they host Georgia on Saturday in Tuscaloosa.
Troy basketball 12-7 on the year. They got revenge of South Alabama, like Wally told you earlier in the show, 65-55. Troy had lost to South last week in Mobile on a controversial call, last-second bucket. Troy seems to be playing much better and poised to make a pretty good run here in Sun Belt play. Troy's got Southern Miss in Trojan Arena tomorrow night. Hey, let's all get out there and pack that place out. Let's put 5,000 in there again. I would love it. Then they turn around and host Georgia Southern on Thursday at home. 2 games at home this week. You can't never say there ain't nothing to do in Troy, Alabama. You can go watch the Trojans this week. Go see them if you won't be disappointed.
And Kentucky, unbelievable.
Yep. Kentucky just can't. I don't know what's wrong.
More
with
holes in them.
Hey, the NFL real quick. Philadelphia crushes
the
Washington Redskins earlier today, and Kansas City's up just by a little bit right now on Buffalo. So the NFL's who's going to play in the Super Bowl against Philadelphia, KC or Buffalo. Hope you enjoy that after you turn away from our show. See you next week.